So, old business, the walk run, and the raffle. Katie's going to go ahead and talk about those.
Okay, so we wanted to change the 5K. We did it last year in November and it rained and it was a really bad day. So because of that, we opted to change it to September, as you recall from the last meeting. It's September 21st. It'll be at 10 a.m. It's a Saturday. It'll start at the rec center just like it did last year. Everything is completed except I'm still waiting to hear back from certain organizations about donations. Donations for just fruit, or the goodies kind of thing, prizes. Other than that, we're all squared away for the run. It's a support the veterans and the patriots your way, so you can walk, run, bike, push your kids in a stroller, it doesn't matter. It's however you need to do it. Other than that, the run's taken care of. Everything's good to go. Are there any questions about the run?
Are we grouping up with somebody?
We are teaming with, we initially were trying to partner with all of the different,
Greek houses.
no, the fire departments and EMT, stuff like
yeah.
that. So they are in the loop, but they are participating at their own will because they can't make it a mandatory event for them. But they are going to show up and they are going to participate as much as they can. So far our numbers are not looking so great. It looks about like last year. So if we could really push that out, we are going to print off flyers and have them post on the 140 cork boards that are around. If you guys want to take some flyers and do that stuff too, that's to other places that you know of, businesses, things like that, that's more than welcomed. Other than that, everything's squared away. With the, so we were going to do the raffle. If you guys remember, we have the gym bag that's got all the stuff in it. So theoretically, I'll put it this way, we can't have someone pay for a ticket for an item because that's technically gambling, and since we are a organization that's ran through SVO, you can't gamble. So the way that we're going about this is for the raffle of the basket, it is going to be given away the day of the race, and is going to be anyone who paid basically $1 a ticket. So if you apply, or if you paid the $12 to be in the run, you get 12 tickets. And if you just want to donate $1 and you want to show up for the run, you get 1 ticket. But whoever's name is pulled out of there, they win the basket, the gym bag thing. That was the only way that we came up with it because the raffling wasn't going well. We didn't get a single call this summer about someone wanting it, so.
Okay, does anybody have any questions about that? Any other questions?
When are the payments due to register for the?
That day.
Oh, okay.
So we even have paper registration, so people walk up and because we're actually in, it's family weekend and we're part of the Engaging 8 on SVO. So we already have that on the campus calendar, things like that. The family weekend, we're on the family calendar of events that are going on. So we're hoping we might get some last minute people to kind of join us, especially since we started the rec. So we'll just fill out, we have a paper form that they can fill out, and then they fill out the little tickets, and it'll be good.
Is there a table being set up for any of this out here,
No.
like we did a year ago?
Not yet.
What did we do that for? Just raise money, right?
Yeah, I think
There's
I
there's
think
another
that was
raffle.
that shirt.
Yeah,
That
the
shirt.
St.
the
Louis.
pool hose, or not pool hose, but the jersey.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys have ideas like that too to get other people to participate,
just to-
I'm all for it.
Just to advertise the raffle for the bag and advertise the run.
Yeah. We can put something up in the window for sure. That's too easy.
And what time was that, you said?
It's at 10 and 10.
That's what I thought you said.
We're planning on showing up to help work it. Do we need to register?
I'm sorry, what?
If we plan on showing up to help work the event, do we need to show up to register, or do we need to register and pay the registration fee?
Not necessarily. I'm gonna say you don't have to. Only because last year I ran the event and I obviously couldn't run the event and I didn't pay for it. If you know you're not going to pay for it, then I wouldn't. Just show up
If you
and
plan on
volunteer.
participating in the run walk portion of it and having a chance for the raffle, then yes. But if not, then if you're just going to show up to work, then just show up to work and help out. All right, so we still have some of the house items left. I'm not sure what all's over there. We need to go do an inventory at some point in the next few weeks just to see what we have.
What's over there?
I don't. Yeah, we haven't been over there in a while. It's not that much stuff, but we just need to. Essentially, we need to donate it. Maybe try and post it on our Facebook page,
That went really
and
well.
see if we can. I really don't mind if we just get a couple bucks for each thing that we could turn around and put towards the run or whatever.
Something else I guess we should talk about since we're kind of on that topic is that our cabinet in there, we probably need to replace it. The one that keeps all of our like stuff in it, our money, like everything else. That cabinet needs to be replaced because I don't know if it's because like it had a bunch of like weight on top of it that was pushing the latches loose that it wouldn't close properly. But I'm telling you that I can definitely pull the door open and it wouldn't be that hard of a hassle. Because I tried fixing it yesterday and it's just an old cabinet. We need to get something a little more secure.
Okay.
Because even having a 3-key system isn't going to be efficient enough if you can just pull the cabinet open.
Yeah. Okay. So let's move on to our new business. So the first thing is, so we're gonna have an internship for the SVO this semester. So Matt's gonna be doing an internship. He's got some ideas of things that he wants to pitch to us, and essentially, you guys need to, or we as a whole need to say yay or nay on the ideas, express your concerns so that he knows, so he can work through those things, because that's the whole part of the internship, is for him to be able to kind of navigate those issues and work through them. So you can go ahead and throw your ideas out there.
One of the things I was planning on doing was a flag retirement ceremony. I was going to get some, talk to the military community, the veteran community in Cape, and get some flags that are all worn and tatty and need to be retired the proper way, and kind of set up a solemn ceremony after hours on campus, inviting those members and retiring those flags. Another thing that me and Amanda talked about when I was setting up this internship with her is we should look into doing a service event for the SVO, which is why I brought in the Habitat for Humanity flyer. And I don't know if we want to do that or if we want to look into doing something else, but that's something that I was encouraged to bring up to you guys. Another part of my internship is if you guys decide you want to do something, I'm going to be trying to make that happen. It's more like the executive part to the SVO's legislative part, if that makes sense.
All right. So does anybody have any, as far as either one of those ideas, pros, cons?
Where would you do the flag burning at?
The flag retirement, because burning the flag is something different.
It's burning either way.
Yes, but
Okay.
once
Where's
done,
the flag?
I would like to. I'm still in the process of talking facility management and DPS and all that, but I'd like to do it in front of academic or in front of Kent.
You could also use your veteran parks to do it as well. There's a veteran park up here. They'll allow you to retire flags on their spots.
Yes, but I was trying to bring in SVO awareness among the general population of the campus, and maybe the other student veterans who are not a part of the organization to try to, hey, they're doing things. Maybe I want to be a part of that.
Which, that is a fine point though, Travis, because if for some reason it falls through on campus because I don't know what kind of codes they have against lighting a fire on campus, but I guess that wouldn't be a terrible fallback idea in case this campus idea didn't work out, which
I agree on that.
I don't know how FM's going to feel about it.
I feel like they're pretty anti-military, so.
They don't even like
Most
candles.
American
so,
Legions
I mean,
have flags turned into them. So you might be able to get with them. They may have a storage of flags.
VFW probably would too. Which I think they burn. I think they actually.
We just want to
retire
be
their own,
cautious
don't
of
they?
how many
Yeah, we want to try to.
flags we take on because
I want to try.
it's a ceremony still, so it's not like just
Toss
throw a
them
bunch
all
of
in.
flags at one time.
I know.
So
I know the.
I don't want to have like
The Boy Scouts.
3
and Scouts
hours
do it.
of flag retirement
Yeah.
ceremony.
I want to try to keep it to
So-
like an hour maximum,
Yeah. So
because it usually takes about a minute, 2 minutes before you can put the next flag in.
Okay.
all right. So thanks, Matt. So with that, Matt is going to resign as the VP, and Phil has volunteered to take that position. So does anybody second? I'll nominate Phil, I guess, to make it official. Does anybody second that?
Which means I'll have to leave my secretary
I know.
position
Second it.
for the rest of it. I mean, for the people that don't know that I was the secretary.
You second it? All right. So are there any objections to Phil? Everybody vote. Yay.
Yay!
Okay.
Woo!
Congratulations, Phil.
Great job.
All right. So with that, Phil was our secretary. So now there's no secretary. Wallace has said that he is willing to put himself out there. So I'll nominate Wallace. Anybody second that?
Second it.
All right. What he's doing now. He's already doing. He's taking notes, recording
Minutes,
the
recording
meeting,
minutes.
and then he'll type them up and I'll sign them, and then he'll handle the. Well, I guess we'll handle the stuff too. So, any yays for Wallace for secretary?
Yay!
All right, Wallace secretary.
Great job.
All right. Also, Willie has graduated and she's no longer a student, so we need a treasurer. Does anybody who's not an officer already want to volunteer?
Does anyone know what the treasurer does? What they're volunteering for?
No.
Essentially, like at the run last year, you just stand there with the money box and you are accountable for the money that comes in and the money that goes out. Essentially, you're running a garage sale. Like, that's how simple it is. You can keep a calculator on your phone. Like, it's not difficult. It's just that that's your responsibility when we do an event, is to stay with the money or to make sure that it's taken care of by somebody.
Yeah, because outside of events, the treasurer really just has to like maintain the books, which is literally.
And you really don't have to do that because Amanda does it anyway.
Right. That's why Willie pretty much didn't have to do anything last semester
Yeah.
because we didn't have any events. So all she had to do was make sure that the money was accounted for.
And there's only one event so far.
And
that
if
there's only
anybody's-
service with money.
Wanting to possibly work in this office in a different semester that isn't already working in here, being an officer helps you.
Which I don't really want to throw Wallace under the bus on this, but according to the way the student organizations are set up, the secretary and the treasurer are usually the same person if they don't have them in a separate.
Well, we
officer
talked about
slots.
that's
so that's always
if
a
nobody
possibility,
volunteers, he's already said that he would
Yeah.
do both since they're not at the same time, really.
Right. Yeah, it's not.
All right, so nobody's volunteering, so I nominate Wallace to pull double duty. Anybody second that? All right, yays.
Sorry, great job.
Yay.
All right.
Overachiever.
All right. So another thing that we talked about was going to bi-monthly meetings. So there'd be one meeting where, you know, I mean, obviously we want to get as many people at all the meetings, but we feel like the second meeting would be good for at least the officers, which is usually the people that show up, except for a few of you. But so that we can all get back together and see where we're at with things, and then see if we need to adjust or adjust some of the ways we're going.
Just to clarify, bi-monthly means twice a month, not every other month, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, every other week during school,
First and third.
we'll have a meeting, and the second meeting won't last as long. We won't do all the extra stuff. It'll be more informal meeting, but we'll still take notes, obviously. And
How would you feel about making a second meeting a potluck?
I don't. There's not enough people that come to it to make a potluck.
Oh, yeah, one of the things you could use to attract more people. People show up with this free food.
Yeah, but they don't
Well,
bring
the
free
problem
food.
that you run into. hold on. The problem with running into that though is that SEMO has kind of a policy about bringing food to meetings and attracting people via food.
Because they have their own. If
Right,
you don't
because
get
Chartwell
it from
has its
them-
own service, and it kind of conflicts with Chartwell because they talked about yesterday at the meeting that it's kind of a conflict of interest. So like,
So someone could bring in one pack of cookies and it is available to everyone,
yeah,
but you cannot bring in, like, someone could bring in one thing of baked goods, but it can't be like a whole Christmas dinner, and it can't be,
Yeah.
Are there
It can't-
actual like objectively defined lines?
Yes.
yeah, no, there's
Okay.
actual guide. Yeah, they went over that
So
yesterday.
you're
There's
like-
actual guidelines in that.
You're saying like
Yeah, it's
you
a
can bring
deal.
in some, but not a lot.
So-
Okay, well, where's the line at?
So, if we don't say it's a recruitment tool, if we just do a potluck along with the meeting, would that be okay? Just not like saying we should do it, just trying to get.
Well, that's
the
that's
guidelines.
that's kind of the problem. If we tie a student organization to that potluck, it's
That's
a
a-
conflicting interest, and it becomes like a dinner thing.
There are other organizations that do similar things on campus.
But if they all jump off a bridge, we're not going to follow.
Well, the problem-
I'm just saying.
Oh, bridge.
I'm just
Right.
asking if that's where is the line.
Is there a line?
Now, where and this we shouldn't cross this line, but the possibility of crossing the line is if we tie the potluck to this office and
Yeah.
not the organization is how we can get around that loophole.
Yeah.
Because I've already thought about it.
That's how Amanda does-
Right, that's how Amanda gets away with 90%
Yeah.
of it. Is that it's not the SVO technically holding the dinner; it's this office, and the SVO happens to be going on at the time of it. That's how we kind of get around it. As long as the organization's not tied to the dinner,
Where do we
we're in
find
the
these
clear.
guidelines? Like, is there like
Well, they just went
is there
to
an
the
AR
meeting.
that I have to read?
Yeah,
to,
there's.
to know this.
They have it on their
Like,
website, don't they? It's
they do.
Okay.
It's
They-
also written in our bylaws.
Yeah, we had to copy our bylaws essentially based on what the student organization handbook says. Because it's basically a handbook on organizations through the school,
Yeah,
and
we
that's
had to
how
do a
it's.
whole training on it yesterday.
And that's the other thing. We couldn't re-register the organization without going through the training first. So that's the deal too. Which is part of the reason our whole raffle thing is messed up too, because we found out yesterday that it's considered gambling to hold a raffle, which has never been a problem in the past, but it's a current problem now. So it's that's why we're addressing it the way we are now as well.
All right, so everybody's any yays for the bi-monthly meetings?
I think that would be
Yeah, 'cause
Doesn't mean you have to come to both meetings, but just say yes.
yeah,
you
'cause
support that
otherwise
position.
it's 8 meetings instead of 4 meetings.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that can happen.
If you can't make it to one, at least you can make it to
Yeah.
the other.
All right, and then so the last thing I have on here is new shirts. So we've been talking about getting new shirts. We're not going to change the designs. The layout of the shirt we're going to change, but the design of the shirt we're not going to change. So, on the back, I don't know how I was going to wear mine today, but
Do we have a shirt here? See
We
what?
do.
Because I have no idea what they look like right now.
They're in the cabinet,
Yeah,
the
they're
broken
all-
cabinet.
I actually almost wore mine today too, but
I didn't even know we had shirts.
My brother, I'm pretty sure, owns all
Oh,
mine
really?
now somehow. So
really.
Yeah, that's what happens when you live with other people. Other people end up with your goals. I had five roommates at one point.
I told you it's that easy. That's the upsetting part.
all right. So here's the current shirt, and we're low on them. So if you're new to the organization and you haven't paid your dues, if we have your size, you can get one of these, or you can wait a little bit until we get the new ones. So on the front, so if you look on our other on our document or whatever you want to call it, this together then, together now part is actually under here. And we just thought that this kind of looks basic because it's so much black and like a blob on there. So then to make that a little bit bigger, we were going to put it back up here with the together then, together now. And then just leaving this on the back by itself, pretty much in the same position that it is. And then we wanted to put the flag on this sleeve. I know, I already got educated on it. We're going to put the flag on this sleeve. And then, so my chiropractor actually had interest in making a donation to us. And so I asked him if he would want to sponsor our t-shirts. So what that would mean for us is if he sponsors the shirts, then all the proceeds go into our account, and we don't have to worry about paying for all this. So I told him we could put his logo on the left sleeve, and then we could change that every year, find a new sponsor or however we want to do it.
Which office is that to?
Hudson Chiropractic.
Got it.
Chick-fil-A on my left arm.
And so the other thing is we want to change the color, and
Yes.
basically because those of us who work in the office, our own VS shirt is gray as well, and very similar design. So we wanted to change it to like a olive, I guess the Army or Marine.
Olive green.
Is it that color?
That's about
Kind
it.
of like that.
like-
Yeah.
It's like that bottom.
It's really about close to what Walls is wearing.
Yeah,
bottom
something like
side.
that, or like what John's wearing here.
That's a little brighter.
That-
Yeah.
that's all.
Yeah.
It's like perfect.
But anyway, it'd be a green military-looking color, and then we were gonna do black lettering with everything except for the back of this, which would stay the same with the flag and everything and the red letters. So
Are we gonna keep like the plasticky feel of the back? The back of was that plasticky? Was that one? Or is that just the obvious one?
I mean, it's vinyl screen printed. I mean,
Okay. Are we looking to doing something like it's a bit more breathable? Or I don't know. So
I mean,
cost any.
I don't want to bring the cost up any just because somebody else is going to pay for it.
Yeah, I mean, if the cost is similar, we
I-
want to look
I-
into doing something a bit more breathable.
I think if you try to get a breathable shirt that the cost is similar, you're going to get a poor
Lower quality
material,
shirt.
a poor quality material.
We can look into it. We can look into
We can
quality.
look into it, but I doubt that we'll be able to find anything that's. I mean, these Gildans are. I mean, they're not. I don't think they're very high.
I was just talking about the vinyl material on the back. It just creates a giant sweat spot.
Oh,
We can look into it. There's other ways.
yeah.
You didn't like say anything, so I was like.
Oh, I thought my eye contact.
The only thing that I would recommend is don't put the Hudson or whatever it was logo on the sleeve. I put it like on the back, like in the center.
Yeah.
I think.
Well,
that would-
his
I think that would look
logo.
more, like make more sense than have it on the sleeve.
His logo is. I'll show it to you guys, but
But the problem is, you put it on the back. Where are you going to put it on the
yeah,
back? Because literally that logo
Well, like,
takes up a chunk.
It would
so-
go, yeah, like right there. That's what I was thinking.
Sponsored
Another
by.
one?
Whole section.
Sponsored
his
by
logo is a
blah, blah, blah.
little different.
I
So it's
don't know
like
what his
the
logo
it's
looks
it's
like,
literally
so-
the
Is it
Emerson Bridge. It's the Bill Emerson Bridge.
Yeah.
And then it's got like Hudson Chiropractic underneath it. So it would be very fitting for it to be on the sleeve.
Oh.
That's
I don't know what
what
his logo
we kind
looks
of
like,
thought
so-
because of the way. Yeah, it's very like boxed out.
Whoever looks
Oh.
best would make the most sense. But
Yeah.
like not knowing what the logo looks like, I thought maybe on the back would look better. But
Yeah.
Right.
Are you trying to pull it up?
Yeah.
Right. If it's more drawn out, yeah, I agree. The sleeve's probably gonna be a better place than.
Yeah.
I feel like
If we were gonna change this,
yeah.
if we were gonna change this, then I would say
Yeah, that's
yes.
Yeah.
But the way he actually wanted to sponsor us is because when I went to my appointment, I was wearing this, and when he was cracking my back, he's like, "Oh, that's an awesome shirt." He's like, "How do I?" He's like, "Where'd you get that?" I said, "Well, it's Student Veteran Organization, and I just happen to be the president. Would you like me to get you one?" And he's like, "Yeah, how much are they?" And I said, "Well, you can buy one, $20, or well,
It's 10.
we're doing it for the if you pay for the full year."
Would it be
that's fine.
this logo?
Yeah.
Or
That one, the
couldn't-
first one?
I mean, would that one not work? I feel like that one might look better.
But that I know, but that
I
might
don't
not.
know.
be
That
Yeah,
other
that
one,
might not be
that other
his.
one
Yeah.
is.
I don't know if it is.
The
but-
one with
The
the
other
bridge.
one is-
Yeah, I
what's
know.
on
But I'm
his-
saying if that
Yeah.
is still the same company.
It
like-
is, but that's the one that's on his business card.
Is he a
Oh,
vet?
okay.
No, he's an alumni at SEMO though.
Okay.
So, but he's already. He wants to sponsor like other things that I'm involved with too. He's like, "Yeah, I'll get on board with
He just
that."
loves Jared.
He does.
Must be a
Just
great
saying,
session.
good looking dude. All right, so only thing that I need is the digital copy of that logo, and I already have everything saved on the shared drive that we can send over. We're gonna go to a couple different places. Seamless Sports Specialty in Jackson, and then there was one over here that we used.
If we go through the company that we went through to get the T-shirts for the 5K, we had just cotton T-shirts. I think they're the same brand.
Mm-hmm.
We're allowed to have as many colors as we wanted, as many pictures as we wanted for $6.10 a T-shirt.
Yeah.
So it was any color, any pattern, whatever we wanted.
So,
Well,
and I
company
think
is
if we
that?
order like,
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Wasn't
It's out of
Horizon?
Dexter,
Oh, it's out of Dexter. Got it.
and they delivered for free.
That's cool.
She drove them up right down here.
Yeah, that's not a bad option at all.
That's
yeah.
convenient.
And I think maybe order like
30.
maybe just 20 of each, like small, medium, large, extra large. We don't
2X.
What's our stock look like? So what's our
three,
stock look like?
one
for the old
2X,
ones?
2X.
What's our stock look like right now?
Like
I think we don't.
there's
have
a
any
couple
small.
smalls
Oh.
and a couple extra larges, but that's it.
Okay, so medium and larges we're completely out on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, most people are
Medium or large.
like, I even wear a large, so most people wear medium, large, and then
I would
some
say-
people wear mediums.
I would say order slightly more medium and large than you do like smaller extra large.
Okay.
Because, like, buy more of the one that is more popular. So maybe like 30 of the popular sizes, and then like 10 or 15 of the not popular sizes.
Yeah. All right. So that's all that I have for the meeting. Does anybody have any other items that they want to bring up?
Any plans for any more events this semester?
We something talking
We
about
haven't. Yeah.
Bowling.
So we haven't started. We haven't planned any events. We really haven't even been talking about it because I guess we're more focused on getting the run because we only have a few weeks
Dogwood
left.
was fun.
I know, but the problem is that
Yeah, I
homecoming's
mean-
gonna come quick.
Yeah.
If we want to do a quick
That's what I'm
event,
talking about.
How many?
We don't need like some grand thing, yeah.
Homecoming.
Oh, okay.
Because it's in October.
yeah. If we want to do a quick event, I mean, if everybody's down with going back to Dogwood, I had fun. Most people who went had fun. So
You were out for like 2 hours though. Like your bedtime was like 8 o'clock. I
What?
gotta do this.
I lived 30
I know.
minutes
It's
away,
okay.
but I'm going to be living
I know.
in Cape now for
One
a
of the-
couple weeks.
One of the
In a
officers.
trailer
One of the officers was there till late. So.
Yeah, no, I think you two were the last two, and I was the last man standing. I think I was there for like another 2 hours.
Okay, so if you guys, we can take it. We can go to a vote. Does anybody have any other suggestions for the? We want to try and do 2 events this semester. Last semester, we were just trying to like clean house and get the ducks in a row. So that's why we just did the one. But this semester we really wanted to do 2. So I say we do one. How long do we have for the run? Do we want to do one the week after the run?
We have what, a week and a half for the run?
So September
21st, so
is
that's-
a very busy month for us.
Oh,
So we
21st.
have
Yeah, okay, never mind.
The 9/11 ceremony,
Yeah.
and then we have the Veterans Luncheon that same day, and then we have the run on the 21st. However, October.
And we possibly have Matt's.
Yes. So
I'm looking at
October.
doing the flag retirement ceremony on Veterans Day.
The Veterans Day.
So
Okay.
that's in November.
I think let's plan that. Let's plan the first one for. Try to do like that next week. After we're done, like so, we do the run and then everything else
So
will
we're
be
talking-
behind us. So that'll be like our.
Late September.
We did a good job.
Late September, early October.
Yeah.
Which we're
And
gonna
we
have
can
time.
we can blend that into like a good job on the run if it turns out good, and then
Go drink
our
at
first
Max's.
event.
Well, which
So.
we're gonna have another meeting before then, so we can kind of push that because that's not a very big
Yeah.
thing to figure out. But this homecoming thing is gonna hit us quick, and it's already the end of
Yeah.
October.
Well,
So
I'll move on to it. Okay, so everybody, we're gonna do Dogwood for the first event, and then we can change for the second one later on in the semester. Everybody vote for yay for Dogwood for
Yeah.
right after the run.
talk about it. later.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay, that's the majority,
No.
so we'll do that.
The people who did not vote yes, would you like to give a second option for possibly the next event?
I just want
I'm
to push it off the
indifferent.
table.
It doesn't
We
matter
know.
to me, no matter what we do.
He's like, I'm not going to any of it anyway, so.
Well, we'll go bowling.
I just want to push. I just want to push.
Well,
off
they
the table
have
for
bowling
that.
at they have bowling at Dogwood because
Some of you guys.
who did bowling? Some of you guys did
I think
bowling.
my Shine
Two
did
people
bowling.
did.
No, there was like a
No,
group
there's a
of people up
large
there.
group of people.
My
that
Shine
did
and someone
bowling.
else bowled. I know.
And
Alexa.
Alexis
That's
and
it.
you
Is
were
this
up
gonna
there
be a
with them.
weekday
There
or
was a group of them.
weekend?
Great question.
It would be like a Friday, Saturday.
Yeah,
thing.
Friday would probably be more optimal.
I mean, we can.
'Cause last time we did it, it
plan
was on a
whatever.
Thursday, but it's because we were off that Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
there was no school.
I'm gonna live with you. I'm probably gonna do a lot of
That was-
drinking, so I'd
that's right.
prefer if it wasn't a school day
That's
the
what it
next
was,
day
yeah.
because all my classes are tomorrow.
Okay, so homecoming. First off, does the majority want to participate in the homecoming parade? Yays.
Okay. Hold
Are
on.
we
Hold on. Hold on.
obligated?
Before we
We're not.
follow
We
this.
don't have to.
Hold on. Before this though, like, is there? Because I know, like, not last year, but was it the year before? Was the veteran or was the Vietnam deal?
Mhm.
So that was kind of an ordeal. Like, is there anything like that happening this year that we know about that we have to consider?
Do we have any obligations to do so?
Right. Like, do we
Do you know what
are we
the thing
obligated to have another
you know
big
what the
deal
thing
like
is?
we've done before?
I don't know what the name is.
Okay.
If
Right.
so, then somebody should get in touch with us.
Right. What's the deal? Because like,
Can we find out?
because
who-
what did you guys do last homecoming?
What the theme is?
Oh yeah, it's on the.
You guys had a? Did you
It
guys?
is.
Did you guys? Were you guys in the parade last year?
Jared drove his truck, and we threw candy.
Right, but you guys didn't rent the parking lot or anything.
No,
we
we
didn't
just
do all
walked
that.
with the
Okay,
truck.
so you just did the parade.
Yeah.
No, we had the parking lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right, that's
yeah.
what I'm asking. Like,
Okay.
like so how
No.
exactly? Before we get too carried away, like
The
how?
problem last year was a fucking shit show.
Yeah.
Like,
Whoa.
on our
And
end,
it was because,
Recording language.
pardon my French,
Recording.
It's
part
fine,
of my
just-
English.
Let's move on.
but
We didn't
we
have
didn't have like
anything,
any
and
participation, so it was me and Katie literally scrambling
yeah.
all morning.
The people that were gonna cook for us fell through. They
Yeah.
didn't have a grill. They didn't have the food. Like it was horrible.
Did you? Do you guys have like? Did you? Did someone just offer to make the food, or was it like an actual company,
Yes.
and they just didn't do it?
Catering.
Jeez Louise.
It was Bell.
It's Phil Wolfers is his name, which we've worked with him in the past and he did fine. But this time he didn't even bring the grill. He didn't have the roasts. We were supposed to have a whole or a half of a hog, and then that got changed to 2 roasts, which, as you can imagine, is not the same amount of pigs.
No, not at all.
I mean,
So-
we still had food left over.
Yeah,
But
because a lot of people didn't really.
Well, because
but
that
we
was
had to,
kind of
like
like
we had to scramble and drive to some ghetto house.
Yeah,
get a
to
grill.
even get
Okay.
to borrow
To
somebody's
just be
grill.
able
which
heat it
which
up.
that's why I'm bringing this up now, because that's something we can actually address in a timely manner this time. But my real question is how was participation at the actual like parade / parking lot event? Like, was there actual good participation that was worth having, or should we just like throw the whole thing out, call it a day?
What day is homecoming?
It's October 26th.
We shouldn't throw it all out. Like, it's still cool to be there
Okay,
and like
well,
sit out and
that-
have a presence.
Right, that's what I'm asking though. Like, I'm fine with skipping the parade if we just want to do a parking lot kind of deal. Like, that's fine. I'm just
But
wondering, like,
that's what-
where should we take this to?
I kind of think we should set up early.
And just do a tailgate.
Yeah.
That-
I think
that's
that'd be-
fine. Like,
to have
I'm
a big
100% okay
presence
with that.
there. And instead, because we all did the parade and there was nobody at the parking lot, and then by the time we got back, it was just the guy cooking, and like nothing was set up. So then we had to scramble to set
Right,
everything up.
right. Because I don't. What time does the parade
And
usually start anyway?
That's happened 2 years in a
I don't
row,
think
and I really don't feel
9,
like doing that.
10?
10,
9:30?
something like that.
So we instead of going there, we just go straight to our tailgate spot and start setting up and get started.
Which, that's the other benefit. Like, we don't
Yeah.
necessarily have to be in the parade, but our homecoming location, the parking lot's right on Broadway, right, where the passes through.
Yeah, the alumni center.
Right. So that's, I mean, really, we wouldn't have to. We could just skip the parade and just have a little parking lot event. And if people show up to eat with us,
It says
cool.
to
If
call
not,
campus life. There's not.
What do you mean by tailgate?
it's on that paper
what's
they
that
gave us.
entail
I'm pretty sure it's the
exactly?
26th.
It is.
We're gonna
It's
sit
26
right next to
October at
Broadway.
9:30 a.m.
Everybody's going to be there. We're going to have our food going.
But it just
it's
doesn't
free
say,
beer. All you can drink as long as you don't get belligerent. Somebody will punch you out and you leave.
Right.
And then we're just going to watch the parade go by.
So if it's October 26th,
It's a big event for
I can
this
talk to
area.
my stepdad and see if he'll do the cooking, because he's got like a. I mean, they do that for their thing.
I feel like it's
They could
fun.
probably, if we could get. Well, we would need a trailer. But they could. He's got a big ass smoker. I mean, it's like
Right.
Yeah.
this tall, this wide.
That's what I'm saying.
So we could do some. We could do
Yeah,
whatever
because
on
after
there.
last year, I really don't feel like relying on them.
Right. And I'm not saying we have to
Because
have
they
this
showed
planned
up
out
and
now. I
made
just
all
want to
sorts
get
of
it kind of out
excuses
there.
And then said nobody ever told
Plan
them,
a little
so.
bit ahead.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, we
and
don't
the-
really have to address this till, like, if we're going to do another meeting this month,
We have-
or, well, I guess then this month's over. So we do another meeting, like, in a couple weeks, we can at least address it then. I just want to kind of get it out there and figure out how we're feeling about it.
Well, we
That's
did
at the
have
end
a
of October, right?
I
October
thought it was
26th.
third-
Yeah, we have like three. We'll have three
What's that?
meetings, more
We
meetings
We have an
before
anonymous
that.
donor
What?
donate funds, so we don't have to rely on somebody
That
to
was the
donate
13th.
a pig or a bulk.
No, it's
So we can
26th. They said in the meeting yesterday.
purchase the
It's the very
I said
end.
we-
Meet on our
the
own.
I
meat,
looked it up over the
and then
Yeah.
we just need to get it prepared. Okay.
Right. So we,
Well,
I
that
mean, we
makes
still
it-
have
I'm-
we still have roughly
I
2
just gotta
full
make sure
months.
they don't have
but
an
yeah.
event, but I'm pretty sure that he'll do it.
If
Are
nothing
we-
else, I can get a grill donated for us. All we have to do is clean it.
Well, we don't need a grill. We'll just.
I mean, don't we have that right
Well,
there?
I mean, if we've got money donated, we'll do something good, and we'll do
Are
we'll do some pork and smoke it. And,
Are
No,
we,
what I'm saying is I got a
partnering?
great big cooker that I can get if we wanted if it fell to that.
Okay.
Are we partnering
Where
with
is it?
another organization like
It's like
SVO
Center's
Meeting
got it
or
right up here.
something for this?
In the past, we have. I mean,
what was that?
that's how the spot was secured. And then we
Oh.
kind of took it over. Well, SVO took it over.
So I guess we need to reach out to SEMA VetCor to see if they're going to participate with us.
Oh, they
because
will.
Right,
So
free
that-
beer, they'll
I
be there.
think
Free beer,
okay.
then free food. Yeah, they're gonna be there.
Right.
They're the ones holding the spot down until, traditionally, until we were done with the parade. But
Well, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, it's just anyone who's a veteran can come over, hang out, eat and drink, and whatever. Yeah,
let's see if we can lock
yeah,
down
I guess-
tents again.
if you want to do the legwork on seeing on the food situation, that way by
That's
the
for my mom.
Let's
Right?
see.
right. Well, that way by the next meeting, if we need to have an alternate plan, we can
I'll just need to
push
still
truck
have a
and
lot of
pull it
time
down,
for that.
pull it up here.
that. We can
That's
we can
why I
arrange
was
that.
asking.
We got enough trucks between all of us. I think we can figure that one out.
But if that comes down to a factor, I can get a cooker.
Okay.
Another question is, do we want to partner with
A
any
cooker,
other-
not a hooker.
That's
A
what he said.
hooker.
That's
That's what I thought he said.
I said that. I was like,
Hold on,
where?
we're going from cooking meat to
Okay.
Easy.
Okay.
Easy.
All right, we're getting a little too far on this one, but yeah,
Are we-
there,
do we want
that
to
won't be
reach-
that won't be a problem. We can get there.
Do we want to reach out to any of the other military organizations on campus and ask them if they want to partner with us, or we just want to let them do their own thing?
I
We
mean,
can always invite them.
we can invite them.
The only
I
problem-
just talked to Sergeant McGuire yesterday and told her we're having this meeting at noon.
She called me on when we were doing the meeting.
Yeah, and
Which,
like
I mean, speaking though,
nobody
like,
hears and show me gold.
well, I know, but the show me,
they
I'm running
they
it, but
don't
it
show
is.
up for it.
right? Well,
Yeah.
the problem,
Somebody Gold has never showed up.
well, like
for
with the parking lot thing too. I mean, they can sit there and eat, but like obviously they can't drink because I mean, I'm sure like 90% of show me gold is like under the age of
And
21.
traditionally, the last, 5 years, they've had drill or
Yeah,
something.
they always set their drill for the same weekend.
Yeah.
Which
But
is-
they don't this year.
Doesn't make
so.
which doesn't make any logical sense
Oh,
whatsoever.
they
but
do it so they don't go and get wild. If they're at drill, they can't get wild and drunk.
That makes sense.
I understand that.
What a bunch of lame-os. Anyway,
That's military
Can
leadership.
I say something
No
about
fun.
homecoming?
sure.
So, just to caveat off of what John said, I don't want the same experience that we had last year where it felt like, as the SVO, we were providing a service to random people instead of it being the SVO having like a social event, like where we were doing all the work as the SVO for these random people walking by.
Yeah.
I would rather it be like handing out food to just people. And I would rather it be more of like a social gathering where we're getting to know each other too and it being fun for us and not stressed out how John and I were.
Yeah.
Which is
So,
different. I mean, we have a little more
if I
manpower this
can-
time around. I think.
So I'd like it as more of a, like a small, not a super small, but a gathering
Yeah.
for us, like an actual tailgate for us.
Well, that's
to
how
have
it was in the
fun,
past,
too.
though, hasn't it? It's always been that way, hasn't it?
If I can get
Me and
my
Jeremy always secured people to do things for us.
Yeah.
I wasn't there last year, so they were the people doing the
Yeah.
stuff that we
Right, but I'm
usually
saying
do
I'm talking about
that.
beside if we throw last year
Oh, yeah.
out of the window, like
Yeah, we
not
were
how it
around.
happened last year, but in the past it's always been different. Like
so
it's
if I
always
can
been
get
kind of an
if
open
I can get
deal.
my mom and stepdad to
Couldn't
do
remember
the
if
meet,
that was that last
I can get my mom to do the event for us, like to worry about that kind of stuff because that's what she does for the city of Cape. So that way, we may have to do a little bit of like
Set up the
something.
tear down.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
fine.
but like,
that's absolutely fine.
us being able to enjoy the event and talk to the older vet, like hang out and do the stuff with our families, whatever.
Well, then let's.
I'm sure she can get some people to volunteer to help her out to do that.
So do you want to just throw the parade completely out, and we'll just concentrate on
I don't
the
want to
parking
throw
lot event?
I don't want to throw the parade out, just depending on the theme. Because if it's a fun theme and we're like, hey, we can do that.
Have they not
easy.
announced the
I
theme
mean,
yet?
if we just want to,
They have, I just don't know where it is.
I didn't. It's
They
not
didn't-
on
they
the
didn't mention it
website,
yesterday either.
but we can just call upstairs and. Or go
The only
upstairs.
problem is like the theme
If
thing
you
is a
still
lot
wanna
of
do
work
it,
too.
I will
Like,
volunteer to stay at the parking lot.
Right.
Yeah.
I
I
feel
feel
like
like at
if
least
we,
get the parking lot going.
You were there.
Yeah, I'm
Everything
just
right. We
saying
can
I don't want to
do
throw the
Yeah.
I don't want to throw the parade completely out just in case it's something that might be fun for us to do, or like our kids might enjoy being a part of that, you know. But I'm fine. Like I'm fine with us not doing the parade and just doing
The tailgate.
do our tailgate and just hang out, whatever. That's cool. I'm down with that too. So, but I don't want to close that door on the parade yet until we find out what the theme is and if we feel like we should do something.
I feel like that if we're going to leave the option for the parade open, we should just set limits on what we are willing to do. So that way we don't turn around in the last minute, oh, we need to build a float or something. So I think we should go ahead and like say, if we're going to do the parade, we're just going to walk and throw candy as a group or whatever.
Well, no, I mean we've got till the end of October,
Yeah.
and we're not gonna do like what the Greeks do. We're not gonna
Build a float.
Well, yeah,
build
they
like
have-
a
yeah, they have
huge
100 personnel
gigantic.
to pull
Yeah,
something
we're not
off.
gonna do that. But if it's something, that's what I'm saying. If it's like a simple theme that we can, I mean, we're probably got more brains than most of the stuff. So anyway, he can edit that out. It's a lot of editing.
Well, we're kind of getting really close on time.
Anyway, so we'll leave it open and find out what the theme is. I don't want to just walk in the parade or just whatever. I think that's last year we only did it because we didn't have an option, and that was like thrown together very last minute too.
Which,
Or at least the walking portion. I mean, so
well, we can
Sorry.
cite it for the moment, and we can
Yeah.
talk about it later. But what are we going to set for a next meeting date? We can set that for you.
what's
Kill
2 weeks
this.
from today?
Traditionally, don't we meet on the first Wednesday of the month?
It really just kind of depends on the scheduling.
Yeah.
No,
But if we're gonna do two meetings,
I
we
mean
can.
it'll
We
just
can.
be every other week.
I'm gonna say let's not do 2 weeks from now on a Wednesday because that's September 11th. We have a lot of stuff going on
Well,
that day
so
already.
Then we probably need to make it sooner. Then we'll do next week. Then
The
next
day after
Wednesday.
Labor Day.
So
Yeah.
the 4th
Go
and the
ahead.
18th.
That'll be 2 days of delay.
Because let's just do it.
The 4th.
Let's
It's a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Let's just do it next week because we have a lot of stuff in September that we need to cover.
All right, we need to go over that again.
Let's go ahead and commit just doing the first and third Wednesdays, just to make it simple.
Yeah, but you might have to reschedule too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But that's a
We'll
general
we're
rule
just
of
gonna,
thumb.
we'll just schedule the meetings as we go
Think-
because different stuff comes up for different classes, and if majority of us aren't going to be here, there's no point in having them. If there's going to be 2 people here for the meeting,
We can.
Do we want to do a fundraiser this semester?
I
Do
don't.
we have a need to do a fundraiser?
no.
We do need to think about scholarships and how
Yeah.
you're going to award them for the house money. We can talk about that at the next one.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that? When do we need to do scholarships?
Well, we kind of already passed it for this. I would say we need to have a decision by mid-October for spring.
Okay, let's do scholarships not at next meeting but the following meeting, so that
Homecoming.
because we've got so much stuff already. So at the homecoming meeting, we'll do that scholarships and homecoming. And then I guess you can guide us on.
You can't hear it, but I gave him a thumbs up.
All right. Anything else? All right, this meeting's adjourned.